Doug, thank you. You know, Joe and I are so grateful to work alongside you as part of the team. And I really admire you, Doug, for how you stood up for what you believed in. And you went all around the country and you just grew into the role. And I hope, you know, you've been a great partner to Kamala, but you've also been a good partner to me. And I really appreciate that. And we have a really good time cycling together, so I'm going to miss that. So years ago, not long after Joe and I got married, he had to work late in the Senate, and he wouldn't make it home to Delaware in time for a political event that evening. So Joe asked me if I would give the political speech in his place. So as a teacher, I spoke in front of my classroom every single day. But this was different. Oops. And politics has always been Joe's arena, not mine. And at that time, you know, I felt sick with nerves. And at the microphone, I remember staring at the pages in my speech as my hands shook. And when I got home, I told Joe, that's the last speech I'm ever going to give. And tonight, as I stand before you, honest to God, 50 years later, having given countless speeches for Joe and the Democrats. So we do a lot for the people we love. Right, Doug? So it's been an extraordinary journey and an incredible 4 years at the White House. And it is the honor of our lives to serve you as the first family. And we couldn't have done it without you. Now, I don't remember what I said that night in Delaware to a room full of Democrats like this one. And it was because it was so long ago. But I do know what I want to tell you tonight. Our party chooses leaders who have integrity, like Joe and Kamala. People who lead with compassion and decency. People who fight so that everyone in our country gets a fair shot. We can't waver on fundamental values that set our party apart. Let's always remember who we are, what we want in our leaders, and who we fight for. Over the last 4 years, as I've gotten to know Kamala, this is clear. She is her mother's daughter. Growing up, when Kamala was upset about something, apparently her mother would turn to Kamala and say, "Well, what did you do, Kamala?" And that was the biggest lesson that Kamala's mother taught her. Within her was the power to create change. What did you do? Kamala, you answered your mother's question. Becoming the first woman ever to serve as vice president. Being Joe's true and trusted partner. Strengthening our country and fighting for freedom, opportunity, and the dignity of all people. Joe and I are so grateful for you and Doug. We love you. You know that. So now I give you our Vice President, Kamala Harris. Ding dong.